A major outreach move to the east. Pakistan has formally proposed a new maritime cooperation framework with Bangladesh, aimed at deepening economic and security ties. Minister Mohammad Junaid Anwar Chowdhury presented the proposal, which includes joint container services and port call facilitation at Karachi Port Trust, KPT. Islamabad is banking on this framework to open new avenues for commercial integration and secure Dhaka's support for Pakistan's bid in the upcoming EMO elections, signaling a fresh era of strategic partnership. High-stakes diplomacy is underway in Islamabad. Iran's top security official, Ali Larijani, the Secretary of the Supreme National Security Council, has arrived in Pakistan for an unprecedented strategic visit. The trip underscores a coordinated effort to elevate security and political ties, focusing on counterterrorism and stability along the shared frontier. Coming months after regional conflict, the visit aims to fast-track economic cooperation, with both sides hoping to hit the $10 billion trade target in the coming year. India is set to indigenize a new precision strike capability. Bharat Electronics Limited, or BEL, and France's Safran have formalized a joint venture to locally manufacture the Hammer strike system. This precision-guided air-to-ground munition, already used by the Indian Air Force on its Rafales, will now be produced in India with an indigenization target of 60%. This monumental agreement marks a strategic shift from buyer to co-producer, significantly boosting India's self-reliance in the critical area of standoff weapons. Pakistan is deepening its presence in the eastern Mediterranean. A Pakistan Navy ATR-72 maritime patrol aircraft has touched down at Dalaman Air Base, kicking off exercise Dogu Akdeniz 2025 in Turkey. The ATR-72, equipped with the Thales Amasco's mission suite, is set to spearhead complex anti-submarine warfare operations. This deployment reinforces the burgeoning Pak-Turkey naval alliance and elevates multi-domain maritime collaboration across the volatile region, testing the limits of high-end naval combat. From Gwadar to Washington, this is Pakistangeo Defence Update, Pakistan's voice in the world of defense and geopolitics. Please subscribe. Federal authorities in the US have delivered a major blow to foreign espionage, unsealing an indictment against 4 individuals in a multi-million-dollar scheme to illegally export restricted NVIDIA AI chips to China. The charges, filed in Tampa, Florida, reveal the conspirators successfully shipped hundreds of A100 GPUs and attempted to smuggle the more advanced H100 and H200 supercomputing units. The group allegedly used a fake real estate company, Janford Realtor, as a front to receive nearly $4 million in wire transfers from China. Prosecutors assert the scheme was a deliberate effort to bypass US export controls, which are designed to prevent China from acquiring the high-end hardware needed to develop advanced military, AI and weapons of mass destruction. If convicted, the defendants face up to 20 years in prison. Pakistan's technological success in managing its challenging western border is now drawing high-level interest from the Middle East. Reports indicate the Arab League is formally reviewing the Pakistani model for smart border management, specifically the advanced biometric systems developed and implemented by NADRA. Gulf nations are keen to adopt this proven architecture for its effectiveness in counterterrorism, migration control, and fraud detection. The model utilizes integrated facial recognition and fingerprint scanning at key crossings, offering a streamlined, secure solution far superior to traditional passport checks. This potential agreement underscores Pakistan's emergence as a key exporter of sophisticated security technology, ready to share its expertise in stabilizing the regional flow of people and goods. Pakistan has taken a monumental leap forward in its digital infrastructure. The SEMI-6 submarine cable system has successfully made landfall in Karachi, officially expanding the country's international bandwidth capacity. This 19,200-kilometer fiber network, with a massive 100 terabits per second total design, provides one of the lowest latency routes between Southeast Asia and Western Europe. Pakistan has immediately activated 4 terabits per second of its 13 terabit allocation. This critical upgrade will ensure unparalleled support for cloud services, massive data centers, and the burgeoning fintech sector. By strengthening its digital resilience and offering new redundancy against future outages, the CME-6 cable solidifies Pakistan's position as a strategically vital hub on the global digital highway. Tensions between Pakistan and Afghanistan have spiked dramatically this morning. The Taliban government's chief spokesman, Zabihullah Mujahid, has formally accused Pakistan of carrying out overnight airstrikes in at least 3 eastern provinces. The alleged raids, hitting Khost, Kunar, and Paktika, reportedly killed 10 civilians, including 9 children, an accusation Pakistan's military has not yet confirmed. The strikes followed Monday's deadly attack on the Frontier Constabulary headquarters in Peshawar. While a fragile ceasefire, brokered last month, was supposed to be in place, Islamabad has maintained that it retains the right to defend itself against TTP militants operating from Afghan soil. These latest events threaten to completely collapse all political and trade dialogue between the two neighbors. The controversial US and Israel-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, or GHF, has announced the permanent end of its operations in the devastated territory. The private company claimed it had successfully fulfilled its emergency mission, having delivered over 187 million free meals. However, the announcement follows months of intense international scrutiny and allegations that the GHF's 4 distribution sites became death traps, with reports of over 2,600 Palestinians killed or injured while seeking aid under the protection of Israeli troops and US security contractors. The GHF's executive director stated the mission's model will now be adopted by the US-led Civil Military Coordination Center, signaling a continued, non-UN approach to aid delivery as the enclave moves into its reconstruction phase. The promise of a major defense partnership has been abruptly shattered. The $1.2 billion deal for India's Tejas fighter jets, a crucial agreement with Armenia, is now officially suspended. This drastic move comes in the wake of a catastrophic incident at the Dubai Air Show last weekend, where a Tejas Mark I plunged to the ground during a high-profile demonstration, tragically taking the life of its pilot, Wing Commander Naman Sail. In Yerevan, the Defense Ministry immediately froze all negotiations, demanding an urgent, comprehensive technical review. They cite immediate concerns over the aircraft's reliability and safety mechanisms, witnessed in front of the world's leading defense buyers. This decision is a profound setback for India's Make in India aerospace strategy, denying the Tejas its first major international customer. The indigenous jet, meant to challenge global rivals, must now fight to regain the confidence lost in a single, tragic moment. That's enough for today. Share your thoughts in comments section, and please answer today's question.